90% of all traders lose money. But have you ever thought yourself why? Why do so many traders fail? Is it that hard, or are traders just addicted gamblers? So in this video I will answer the following questions. How many traders do actually lose money? Why do these traders lose money, and what can you do about it? To answer the first question is actually quite easy. Every broker in Europe who offers CFD products or binary options have to put the amount of winning traders and losing traders on their website. FX Pro, 83.39% of traders lose money. Forex TB, 81% of traders lose money. XRB, 80% loses money. Pepperstone, 79.7% of traders lose money. And 8cap, 79.04% lose money. So it's not quite 90%, but still 80% of traders are losing money every single month. So then the question is, why do so many traders actually lose money? Maybe they just trade very bad setups, maybe they do some random things, but there's actually a very interesting piece of research done. A study by analyst David Rodriguez analyzed over 43 million trades with 25,000 different traders on the platform of FX Daily. This sample is big enough to be called statistically significant. Take a guess, think to yourself, how many of those trades were winning trades and how many of those trades were losing trades? What do you think? Get a number in your head. I can bet you will be wrong. It is 63%. 63% were winning trades. That means if you would risk $100 to gain $100, you would make money. But still so many traders are losing. Why? Why are so many traders losing if they win 63% of the time? Well, it is actually quite easy. When they're winning, their average win was 43 pips and their average loss was 78 pips. It doesn't really matter what your hit rate is. The question is, how much do you make when you're winning and how much do you lose when you're losing? They're very successful traders with a win rate below 30%. When they are winning big time. The answer is probably quite simple. Just cut your losses short and let your winners run. And that's exactly what you should do. But that is easier said than done. Everybody knows they should cut their losses and everybody knows they should let their winners run. But yet 80% of people are not doing this, even though most people know perfectly what they should do. So why are they not doing this? And this is everything to do with how your brain works. Let me introduce you to the real reason why traders lose. This is not only an aspect that is present in trading, it's a shortcut that is present in our human brains. It is also exposed by influence professionals. It is mentioned in books as Influence, Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow, also trading books like Best Loser Wins. And I first got introduced to this concept in university in my various psychology courses. And now I will tell you here how your brain is tricking you. It is called the prospect theory. And to summarize it easily for you in one sentence, people hate losing. Let me repeat this one more time. People hate losing so much that they cannot allow themselves to win. So let me explain. Imagine you're in a trade. You enter and the trade goes against you. You think, oh, let me give the trade a bit more room to run. Oh, let me move my stop loss. Why do you make your stop loss bigger? Because you do not want to lose. From the moment your stop gets triggered, you lost. So imagine now you enter a trade, but this time the trade goes in your direction. And now your brain is thinking, I don't want to lose my profit. Let me take some profit off the table. Let me get more profit. You go out of your trade too early because you do not want to lose your profit. And this is probably also the reason why you move your stop loss to break even sooner, because you do not want to lose and therefore you do not give your trade room to work. So this means that on red days most people get more aggressive because they're in red, they say I cannot lose, they take more risk so they can get out of the pain of losing. Losing is so painful that people take more risk to avoid pain. And in that way, on green days, people get more conservative. They stop earlier with trading, think nice profit in my pocket, because they do not want to lose. Losing is painful. What if I lose money if I continue? So people stop too soon when they could have made way more money on green days and lose way less money on red days. So imagine the following two scenarios. First scenario, during the trading day you're minus $1,000 and in the end you end the trade up with up $10. Second scenario, in the first minutes you're already up $1,000. In what scenario would you feel the happiest? And I think most people would feel the happiest with the $10 because they avoided the pain of losing. They had all this pain of losing and I made it back to just $10. This is how your brain is tricking you. Right now we know what the problem is, why it exists, but what can you actually do about it? You have to start acting like a winner. But let me give you a better trick. Don't be a loser. A loser moves their stop loss. Loser takes their profit early. Losers do not add to winners. Losers are afraid. Are you a loser? But I will give you some tools I'll use during my trading day. Some things you can actually use to overcome this mindset. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. First, every day, you have to do 3 things that make you feel uncomfortable. For me, it's first a 5-minute cold shower. Something that gets you outside of your comfort zone, because you have to control your mind. You have to teach yourself who is in charge. If you can go through pain, if you can go through discomfort, push harder, you will teach your mind how to behave every time. Because remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you cannot be disciplined during your daily life, if you cannot control your emotions during the day, what the hell make you think that you can do it during your few trading hours? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Second, before you start trading, you have to prepare your mindset. That means imagine a particular painful, stressful scenario, a situation where you have made in the past tons of mistakes, and review that and relive that moment, and this time act perfectly. Or make up a totally new scenario, something that is stressful, either a big win or a lot of action, and you have to act fast and good, and it's usually stressful. But this time in your mind, you make the right choices every single step of the way. Or where you take on stop loss after stop loss after stop loss after stop loss, but you do not lose focus. You are prepared to act rationally in every step of the way, so that the losses do not feel painful anymore and the wins don't feel as joyful anymore, but you're just a rational being and you accept the losses as they are and the wins as they come. But this is not easy. This doesn't mean that your emotions will disappear, but it doesn't matter what your emotions are as long as you are in charge. And by imagining these scenarios, you create new neural pathways in your brain. So next time similar scenarios present themselves, you know what to do. You know how to act right. And the last thing I do is I set for myself a time limit. Before this, I used to trade way less when I was in green and way longer when I was in red. But this time I took a very simple trick to change all of this. One rule I follow religiously. If I have before 11 not my profit target, I stop trading. If I have my profit target at 11, I keep on going because the green days have to be as green as possible. If you do not let your winners run, you will not be able to pay for your losses. But this is just one mistake. But if you really do not want to be a loser, please watch this video and fix these other 5 common mistakes.